Welcome to Strange Real Stories. Today, we dive into one of America's most notorious unsolved mysteries, the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. A powerful labor union leader with deep connections to organized crime, Hoffa's 1975 disappearance has sparked endless theories and investigations. Let's explore the life of Jimmy Hoffa and the mystery that surrounds his vanishing. James Riddle Hoffa, known as Jimmy Hoffa, was born on February 14, 1913, in Brazil, Indiana. Hoffa became a labor union leader at a young age, and by the mid-20th century, he was the president of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, one of the most powerful unions in the United States. Hoffa was known for his tenacity and ability to organize workers, but his influence wasn't limited to the labor movement. His ties to organized crime became well known, leading to numerous legal battles and eventual imprisonment. In 1967, Hoffa was sentenced to 13 years in prison for jury tampering, attempted bribery, and fraud. However, he maintained significant influence over the Teamsters, even while behind bars. In 1971, after serving just 5 years, Hoffa was released from prison, reportedly after making a deal with President Richard Nixon, which included agreeing not to engage in union activities. However, Hoffa had no intention of stepping aside quietly. He wanted to regain control of the Teamsters, which put him at odds with both his former allies in the union and the mafia. On July 30, 1975, Hoffa was last seen outside the Machu's Red Fox, a restaurant in Bloomfield Township, Michigan. He was supposed to meet two mafia leaders, Anthony Tony Jack Giacalone and Anthony Tony Pro Provenzano. However, he never returned home. His car was found at the restaurant, but there was no sign of Hoffa. His sudden disappearance triggered one of the most extensive FBI investigations in history, but despite numerous leads and theories, his fate remains unknown. Over the years, several theories have emerged about what happened to Jimmy Hoffa. The most widely accepted theory is that he was murdered by the mafia to prevent him from regaining control of the Teamsters. According to some accounts, Hoffa was lured to a meeting, killed, and his body disposed of. Various locations have been suggested as his final resting place, including a landfill in New Jersey, a field in Michigan, and even under the foundations of a stadium. However, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. Another theory suggests that Hoffa was taken out by his own associates, who saw him as a liability. His desire to regain power and his willingness to expose others might have sealed his fate. Some even speculate that government agencies, concerned about Hoffa's connections and influence, may have been involved in his disappearance. Yet despite multiple investigations, no one has ever been charged in connection with Hoffa's disappearance, and his body has never been recovered. In recent years, new investigative techniques have renewed interest in solving the mystery of Jimmy Hoffa. Ground-penetrating radar, DNA testing, and other forensic tools have been used in various locations to search for remains or clues. But the mystery persists, and Hoffa's disappearance remains one of America's greatest unsolved cases. Jimmy Hoffa's legacy is complex. He was a champion of workers' rights, but also a man deeply entangled with organized crime. His disappearance added to the legend that surrounds him. Hoffa's story is a reminder of the powerful forces at play in mid-20th century America, where labor, crime, and politics often intersected in ways that were as dangerous as they were influential. Join us as we continue to explore history's most perplexing mysteries and untangle the stories of history's most fascinating figures. Subscribe to Strange Real Stories for more deep dives into the unknown, and share your thoughts on what you think happened to Jimmy Hoffa in the comments below.